and feel your best.
Call or visit sanctuarycosmeticcenter.com.
Good morning, America. Breaking news in the murder of that Washington Post writer. Turkey's president speaking moments ago, saying he was killed in a savage way, calling the murder premeditated, contradicting the Saudi story. Now the demand for answers. We're live on the scene with the latest.
Midterm blitz. President Trump pulls out all the stops overnight, teaming up with former rival Ted Cruz.
He's not lying Ted anymore. What is he? Beautiful Ted. Beautiful. He's Texas. I call him Texas Ted.
Exploiting that migrant caravan heading to the U.S. as a campaign rallying cry, making unsubstantiated claims, labeling it a national emergency just 2 weeks before voters head to the polls.
Bracing for landfall, Hurricane Willa closing in on Mexico, pounding popular tourist towns with flash flooding, and heading for hard-hit Texas next. Ginger tracking the path.
Murder in paradise. A New York lawyer found dead vacationing at a popular resort in Turks and Caicos. The mystery growing this morning.
Mega Millions Mania. $1.6 billion, the largest jackpot ever up for grabs. The race to buy the winning ticket with just hours to go. We're taking you behind the scenes where the billion-dollar numbers will be drawn.
Something strange. And he ain't afraid of no ghosts. The 5-year-old facing a serious health battle, getting to live his dream as a Ghostbuster. A whole city rallying behind him this morning.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA with Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan.
Good morning, America. Hope you're well this Tuesday morning, but the big question is, are you feeling lucky?
That's right. It's a Mega Millions morning, or as maybe we should say billion. Right. Take a look at the machines that are going to determine the lucky numbers for that $1.6 billion prize. The drawing is set for 11 p.m. Eastern tonight. We'll have much more on that coming up.
Take everybody behind the scenes a little bit. But first, we have a lot of news to get to, starting with that dramatic new twist in the murder of that Washington Post columnist. The president of Turkey now saying the journalist was killed by the Saudis in a savagely planned operation. Our senior foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell, is tracking the latest there in Turkey. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, good morning, Robin. Strong allegations from President Erdogan, speaking moments ago, not just to the Turkish nation, but pretty much to the world. He pulled no punches on contradicting the Saudi version of events, but crucially, he did not criticize or blame the Saudi king or the crown prince.
This morning, Turkey's president giving more detail into what he claims was a premeditated plot to murder Jamal Khashoggi. After weeks of speculation and constant leaking from his officials, Turkish President Erdogan saying, the information and evidence we've gathered until now shows that Khashoggi was the victim of a murder, which was savagely planned. He didn't offer any proof, however, but backed some of the claims made to the media, and he asked that the suspects be sent back to Turkey, saying, my suggestion is to have these 18 people be investigated in courts in Turkey. The new details coming after more images were leaked by Turkish officials challenging the Saudi narrative on how the Washington Post journalist was killed. Surveillance footage shows the writer leaving his apartment and walking hand in hand with his fiancée, later arriving at the consulate just moments before his death. This surveillance video given to CNN is described to them by Turkish authorities as one of the key suspects dressed in Khashoggi's clothes, leaving the back of the consulate shortly after he was killed. The suspect is now in Saudi custody, calling into question the latest Saudi explanation of what happened, that this was a tragic mistake, not premeditated. Despite the controversy and pressure to penalise Saudi, this photo released by the Saudi press agency shows Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin meeting with the Saudi Crown Prince, according to state news, discussing the strategic partnership with America. The president and his son-in-law Jared Kushner, who has a close relationship with Saudi's Crown Prince, both speaking out, saying they want more information, but also saying they don't want to walk away from a key ally.
We're obviously getting as many facts as we can from the different places, and then we'll determine which facts are credible. And I'll also say that we have to be able to work with our allies.
I am not satisfied with what I've heard. I don't want to lose all of that investment that's being made in our country. I don't want to lose 1 million jobs.
So, strong charges, yes, but still no hard evidence shared with the press or the public. President Erdogan spoke about ongoing investigations with others, and we know that Gina Haspel, the director of the CIA, landed here in Turkey this morning. ABC News learning that she'll address the investigation and is expected to be briefed on Turkish intelligence. So many questions. Robin.
Still very many questions. All right, Ian, thank you.
Okay, Robin, we're going to get the latest now on that migrant caravan making its way through Mexico. President Trump is making it a rallying cry ahead of the midterm elections, firing up his base with false claims and by calling it a national emergency. The president spoke at a rally in Texas last night where early voting has already begun. Our senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega has the story. Good morning, Cecilia.
Hey, George, good morning to you. Let me just give you some perspective here. This so-called national emergency actually really represents about 0.06% of all the undocumented people already in this country. So we are talking about a very small fraction of people here. But the president is hoping that this is a winning strategy, the same strategy that helped him win the White House to help give Republicans an edge in the midterms. And that strategy is stoking fears about immigration. Overnight, President Trump banking on that migrant caravan being a winning applause line on the campaign trail.
What's happening right now as a large group of people, they call it a caravan.
He's using it to rally his base and scare voters to the polls. And he's doing it with false claims like this.
Do you know how the caravan started? Does everybody know what this means? I think the Democrats had something to do with it.
There is no evidence that Democrats or anyone paid the migrants to make the treacherous trek north. He also keeps repeating this false claim about so-called Middle Easterners, offering no proof to back it up.
Take your camera, go into the middle, and search. You're going to find MS-13, you're going to find Middle Eastern, you're going to find everything. And guess what? We're not allowing them in our country.
But with just 2 weeks to go, President Trump is pulling out all the stops. At a packed rally in Texas, the president stumping for his one-time political nemesis, Senator Ted Cruz, who is locked in a heated race with Democrat Congressman Beto O'Rourke.
Ted's opponent in this race is a stone-cold phony.
It was as if the bad blood of 2016 never even happened.
You know, we had our little difficulties, right?
But they weren't so little.
Is it Lion Ted? You're right, Lion Ted. You know, Lion Ted comes in with the Bible held high. You know that, right? It's held high. He puts the Bible down and then he starts lying all day long.
That was then. Before he left for Texas, the president explaining the change of heart to ABC's John Carl.
He's not Lion Ted anymore. He's Beautiful Ted.
Beautiful
He's
Ted.
Texas. I call him Texas Ted.
Tight races drawing big names in other states, too. President Obama in Nevada.
Unlike some, I actually try to state facts.
His message clear, even if he never once mentioned President Trump by name.
I don't believe in just making stuff up. I think you should, actually say to people what's true.
But President Trump is making his case, spelling out the stakes as he sees them.
This will be the election of the caravan, Kavanaugh, law and order, tax cuts, and common sense. That's what it is, common sense.
Okay, we've got exactly 2 weeks to go now. We mentioned at the top of this show the long lines that we were seeing in Texas of early voters there. That was the first day of early voting. We are seeing in some counties monster turnout numbers surpassing past midterms, even past presidential elections. Early voting already underway in 30 states. But George, you heard the president. He is hoping this caravan is one of those issues that drives people to the polls.
He has lots of signs that the turnout will be high on both sides. Cecilia, thanks very much. Michael?
All right, thank you, George. More now on that migrant caravan. We've been with them on the ground, and the group now 7,000 people strong. And our cameras are finding so many families struggling, sacrificing it all in the hope of a better life. Our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, is with the caravan in Mexico. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. Over the past couple of days, we've watched this migrant caravan's ranks swell from about 3,000 to the 7,000 that you just mentioned. I'm going to have my cameraman spin around so you can see that this is what it looks like after 50 miles of marching over 2 days. People using every single square inch of this town square. You can see families over here and right by me, and with little food, no services, and no bathrooms, people here are starting to get sick. this morning mounting concerns of a humanitarian crisis building for this exodus of Central Americans. This ribbon of humanity stretching over 10 miles across southern Mexico's roads. And after marching over 50 miles in 2 days, they finally bedded down. This woman bringing her infant to an ambulance with heat exhaustion. Others tending to battered feet and bodies. 5 miles into their march Monday, they reached the town of Viva, Mexico. Good Samaritans ready with food. These kids on top of this fuel tanker are being thrown food and juice and water. Moments later, this van pulled up. That woman, whose name we later learned was Miriam, passed out. When the men helping her fell, we helped them carry her to shade. And then another woman was brought in. Just now we have another woman who's being brought here, another person who has passed out, it appears, from heat exhaustion, and she's being tended to by this medic as well. This is becoming a mini clinic here just on the side of the road. Both women were revived. Both said they hope to keep going. Now, we're 1,500 miles away, Michael, from the nearest U.S. border, and so far Mexican police and authorities have allowed the migrants to proceed unimpeded. But overnight, the Interior Ministry here saying that it's going to begin rounding people up unless they apply and register for asylum. But you ask these folks, they say asylum means deportation back to Honduras. They're not willing to take that, and so we might see a confrontation in the days ahead. Michael.
All right, thank you, Matt. They're definitely taking an extreme risk. Robin?
They really are. Now that monster hurricane that's bearing down on Mexico, Willa, is an extremely dangerous storm. It is expected to make landfall this afternoon. Ginger is tracking it, and Ginger, as you've been telling us, the storm is bringing new flooding fears to hard-hit parts of Texas.
Yes, I mean, look at these images, Robin. These are grocery stores in Texas. The city of Austin itself has lines with people trying to get water because they're under a boil water notice from flooding last week. And now Willa going to bring more rain there. Not this much rain, but gosh, this is in Mexico, just south of Puerto Vallarta, where you see the flash flooding already an issue. An American group there took those images and sent them in to us. But Willa will make landfall later this afternoon after passing by Islas Marias later this morning. It should make landfall with life-threatening storm surge up to 18 inches of rain, but then by the time it shreds through the mountains, it won't be wind anymore, just rain with a little trough that comes in, brings up to 4 inches, not just in Texas, but over to Louisiana and Mississippi. Robin?
All right, Ginger, thank you. George?
Okay, Robin, we have new clues now on the 13-year-old Wisconsin girl who vanished last week after her parents were found murdered in their home. Police now hunting for 2 vehicles in the area at the time, and Alex Perez has the latest.
Overnight, this heartbroken community coming together for a gathering of hope, determined to find missing 13-year-old Jamie Kloss. Investigators now asking for the public's help in identifying 2 vehicles that could be connected to her mysterious disappearance.
For the community, this is a good time, now that we have some vehicles of interest, to look for changes in behavior or routine of people.
Police say the vehicles, a red or orange Dodge Challenger and a black Ford Edge or Acura, were caught on surveillance cameras near Jamie's home in Barron, Wisconsin, early October 15th. Authorities that morning responded to an unusual 911 call. No one talked to a dispatcher, but noise could be heard in the background. Law enforcement say they now believe her father was shot when he answered the door. Her mother found dead inside the home, and Jamie was nowhere to be found. A transcript of that 911 call shows police arrived to find the door had been kicked down. There was no weapon on the scene.
We believe Jamie was in the home at the time of the homicides. We believe she is still in danger.
Let's see what we can find.
Volunteers have scoured a 14-mile area for evidence last week. Authorities now calling for 2,000 volunteers for a wider search as this community comes together to help bring her home.
And investigators were not able to identify the state tags on those vehicles that they're looking for. They're hoping someone will recognize them. Robin?
That's true. All right, Alex, thank you. And now to that mystery death in Paradise, a New York lawyer's body found near a popular beach resort on the Turks and Caicos Islands. A murder investigation is now underway, and Diane Macedo has that story for us.
The mysterious death of an American tourist is rocking a popular resort on this upscale Caribbean island. Known for its white sandy beaches, Turks and Caicos is a favorite spot for vacationers wanting to get away from it all. But this morning, the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands police force has launched a murder investigation into the death of Marie Kunla. The attorney from Long Island, New York, was staying at the Club Med Turks and Caicos when she disappeared last Monday. A day later, her body was found in some bushes near the resort. Club Med tells ABC News it is cooperating closely with local authorities, adding, "The safety, security, and well-being of all our guests remains our highest priority." Kunla's family says the 62-year-old went back to school later in life to earn her law degree and spent over 15 years as a public defender, providing legal assistance to those who could not afford it. Her son tells ABC News she was a loving, caring, compassionate woman who brightened the day of everyone who knew her.
And the police, of course, are now asking anyone with any information to contact them. But keep in mind, the Turks and Caicos is this place that used to be famous for low crime. When I was there a few years ago, a cab driver actually bragged to me, we don't have crime in the Turks and Caicos. So incidents like these is something they take very seriously, and it affects them a lot.
Should, as it should.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Diane. We're going to switch gears now to that Mega Millions mania. The record $1.6 billion, just waiting for a winner with the lucky numbers. And ABC's Gio Benitez is in Atlanta with a behind-the-scenes look ahead of tonight's drawing. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Michael, good morning to you. Yeah, we're in the room where it happens. And come with me here because we've got the machines going here. But you know what? These are not the actual balls that are going to be used tonight. Those are in a safe. I'm looking at it. We can't show it to you for security reasons. But an auditor is going to be inspecting those balls before the drawing. And tonight, those numbers could make someone very happy. This morning, just hours away from a drawing like no other in American history, $1.6 billion. The Mega Millions, or Mega Billions, fever is reaching a breaking point.
I'm holding the lucky money right here. Gonna win.
Should have a lucky ticket here. $1,300 worth.
That record-breaking jackpot with the unprecedented cash payout of $904 million. These are it. And now we're getting a first-hand look at the room where it happens, the studio where the lucky numbers will be drawn.
Our first winning number tonight is 65.
John Crow will be calling those numbers. You're live on television. You're picking these numbers. What's going through your mind?
Really that somebody's life is going to change. Like, this is a record-breaking jackpot. And it's exciting to know that I'm calling numbers that can change somebody's life.
The Mega Millions game was recently tweaked and made harder, and that's led to these bigger jackpots. The Powerball joining in on the excitement this week, standing at $620 million.
$1 billion.
Crow knows that tonight, all eyes are on him. Take me through these machines here, because these are it. These are the machines.
Yes, so this is our white ball. So we have 70 numbers you got to choose from here. Over here we have 25 mega ball numbers.
And John is hoping not to mispronounce any of those numbers tonight. Now listen, it's been almost 3 months since there's been a winner in this game, and tonight that could all change. But again, I could just see someone talking about this. I have no access to these balls right now, no rigging here, so guys, you can stop sending me those lucky numbers.
I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, I mean, tonight could be the night for one lucky person or more. But we're going to have much more on the lottery ahead, and we're going to find out if the jackpot could climb even higher before tonight's drawing. But that's all coming up.
That is coming up. We have to go to Ginger right now. It's going to get cold up here.
Oh, it's already so chilly, so it's no surprise that we see these images out of Killington. They opened Friday, so skiers and snowboarders just in love with the weekend of this. I mean, that's the type of people that like seeing it, but it's going to feel sub-freezing as we wake up Thursday morning. I'm a skier too, but I'm just not ready. All right, your local weather in 30 seconds. First, though, the Tuesday Trivia is sponsored by Walgreens.
This flu season, protect yourself. And your sister-in-laws, tennis partners, chatty co-workers, youngest daughters, entire judo class. One shot can make a world of difference. Walgreens specially trained pharmacists know exactly which flu shot is right for you. Protecting the world, over 60 million flu shots and counting, starts with protecting yours today. Walgreens, trusted since 1901.
Not quite as cold the start here on this Tuesday, and it is going to be a great day. A little breezy with sunshine, but our temperatures will very quickly move upwards into the lower 60s by lunchtime today and close to 70 degrees during the afternoon. Lovely weather. Now, it's toward the end of the week. On Friday, our clouds increase, and late Friday we'll be tracking some rain. And then it's rain and wind for Saturday with the developing nor'easter, some of that moisture from Hurricane Willa as it makes landfall later today. Much cooler this upcoming weekend.
Coming up, the new video just before 4 Americans were killed during that rafting accident in Costa Rica. The investigation underway in the raid on the company's office.
Plus, look at those lines for Mega Millions tickets. Who is going to be a billionaire?
Jordian's asked, when it comes to managing your